In Chicago, the uptick in crime is forcing some people to pack up and head to the suburbs.
Yeah, burglaries, carjackings, shootings all have business owners and residents on edge. Kelsey Kernstein is here with why many are saying goodbye to the Windy City. Kelsey?
Yeah, Adrian and Mitch, crime is up by nearly 40% compared to this time last year. Businesses are terrified, residents terrified, threatening to move to the suburbs. A brazen daylight robbery caught on camera at a downtown bakery, Chicago. It's part of a disturbing trend that has residents and businesses on edge. A new video obtained by NewsNation overnight. A robber walks to the cash register, throws it to the ground, and then tries grabbing a purse on his way out. The store owner tells us she was having a woman's networking event at the time. She says crime like this happens once a month, at least. And this robbery caught on camera Saturday night. Silence, then belts of screams. A couple robbed at gunpoint near Logan Square.
Angry, I'm upset. I'm dealing absolutely with the trauma, the aftermath of this.
This couple, who didn't want to be identified on camera, also robbed at gunpoint hours later in Bucktown. They tried to run, but the woman trips.
All the doors open up and you immediately see people with guns.
In just seconds, they steal the man's wallet and phone and then run off.
We live in like a world-class city. It's a shame if people are going to be afraid to live here. This is a great neighborhood, but police are overwhelmed.
Not to mention it was a deadly weekend in Chicago. 35 people were shot and 9 killed, according to Chicago Police Department crime statistics. Murders were up this past week alone by 143% compared to this week last year. Robberies are up 19%, burglaries up 29%, theft is up 65%, vehicle theft also on the uptick, 62%, all compared to this time last year. And crime, many of the businesses and residents we've spoken to say that crime used to be centralized. It used to be in certain pockets of the city, but now it's seen across the city. Businesses wanting to move to the suburbs, like that bakery. But can you blame them? She's saying she's having to deal with that once a month.
And it's unfortunate because we have seen in some of the nearer suburbs crimes at malls, like those smash and grab crimes, just 20 minutes outside of downtown. I really want to talk to the CEO of that shop that you featured. Teresa Ging is the CEO and founder of Sugar Bliss, which is that bakery that we just showed you surveillance video of. Teresa, first of all, we really hate that you have to go through this, but let's talk about what happened. This man walks into your bakery early in the morning, and what happened next?
Yeah, I mean, it was at 10:20 in the morning at my store, just like a normal morning. I was having breakfast with 4 other women. He comes in very quickly, and I could tell something was going to happen. He comes over to the cashier, doesn't say anything, just pushes a bunch of stuff on the floor, and then turns around. And I could see that he was about to snatch something. So he grabbed a purse. And, as he was grabbing it very casually, I thought I could grab the other side of it before he walked out the door. And that's what I did. I know that it was a little bit scary, but I was just thinking, how do I grab her purse back? And it was actually also her birthday. So of course I'm like, I don't want her having her purse stolen in my store on her birthday. And we were just talking about the crime in Chicago. And of course this happened. So it's unfortunate, and it's happening, I would say weekly now. So it's not even monthly.
Yeah. How quickly did police respond? What did they tell you when they arrived?
They came about 40 minutes later. When I called 911, the first question the dispatcher asked me was, do you think he was mentally ill? And, when this thing happens, when I told her, attempted robbery, disrupting the business, or damaging, all these things, that any kind of violence is someone that is not stable. And so that was an interesting question that I got this time when I called 911. 40 minutes later, the police came, and, I asked them, why is it taking you guys 40 minutes if it's not a gunshot wound or someone dead? And they said, we're overwhelmed and understaffed. And that's not the first time I've heard it. And it's just a repeated theme. And I've been in business in the downtown loop for 15 years. We were one of the first bakeries, and it's really making me think, where should I go next? Because if it's not safe for me and my business and my customers, my employees, like, this is not a great place for us anymore, even though Chicago is a growing city.
Yeah, Chicago is a wonderful city, and it's unfortunate that there's so much crime because there are so many wonderful, beautiful things about Chicago. But you wrote a heated letter to Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Did she respond to you?
No, she has not responded. I actually have sent her and other follow-up emails. The alderman did respond, but it was a cut and paste email. About license plate readers and stuff, but these people are on foot. They're not in cars, and we need more security patrolling the loop. Again, as you said, it's not just in pocket neighborhoods. It is in neighborhoods that are businesses, thriving neighborhoods that are trying to grow, and it's not helping the city at all.
And you might consider moving to the suburbs. Is that something that you're seriously looking into?
Yes. We just launched a retail product that is in mass retailers, and we're growing that business. And, I'm looking for manufacturing facilities, co-packers that are outside of Chicago. The funny thing is, I was actually part of the Chicago Food Venture Summit, which is sponsored by the City of Chicago, and World Business Chicago was helping us look at manufacturing facilities, but I'm no longer looking at those listings anymore because I don't feel like they're safe, for my business.
One more quick question. I know my producers are saying we're out of time, but what have you decided to do as a safety precaution for your employees, for your own health and safety, as well as for your customers?
Yeah, I mean, we're evaluating it this week, but we've locked the door, the front door. We have two doors. One is adjacent to the hotel. So at least they have to go into two doors to come into the bakery now, but we have locked the front door. We hope it doesn't deter customers to come in, but, we have to take some precautions right now.
All right, Teresa Ging, thank you again, and best to you. Continued success.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.